ladies and gentlemen, happy Money Monday. We are back. We are here. Wake the heck up because, ladies and gentlemen, it is the start of a brand new week. It's time to get ourselves going. It's time to really, again, kick off this day. It is bright and early at 7:32 a.m. Eastern time. If you guys are joining over from, again, California, it is currently, 4:30 in the morning over there? Let's get ready to go. Let's get ourselves involved. Let's get ourselves some money. So traders, as you guys can see right now, we're already kicking off this day pretty hot. We're already getting some action to kind of get this day going. And what we have right now is two stocks. We have SONN, we have SQFT. These are the two plays that every single trader is looking at, every single investor is trying to get involved in and trying to figure out what is the right game plan on the day. As of now, SQFT is more active. SQFT did just go all the way from $5 and just rip all the way up to $20. SONN did very quickly go from $5 all the way up to $30, but right now you could see it's more of a consolidating play, kind of just moving sideways. This play, SQFT, is pretty high risk. High risk, high reward. Why is it high risk, high reward? Well, number one, it's moving a lot. If you get involved in a stock that's $16 and within 2 minutes it could be at $18, $19, or it could be back down to $15, $14, $13, there's a lot of money to be made. For instance, if I invest 1,000 shares, aka a $16,000 investment, that means every dollar that I win or lose, I'd make or lose $1,000. So let's say hypothetically I short at $16 with again $16,000, which gives me 1,000 shares. If this stock goes from 16 to 15, I win $1,000 bucks. If the stock though goes to 16 to 17, I lose 1,000. So you could see this is a very active play that could be able to make you a lot of money, but also lose you a lot of money. Now, the big thing is there's no news on SQFT. That's kind of the weird thing right here. There's no news whatsoever over on SQFT. So who, what, why is there this amount of buying volume? Why did we just see a 250% spike over on SQFT when this stock right here doesn't have any actual credibility behind it? Now, this is an open community. This is an open show. This is an open discussion. If you guys see that, hey, Deck, there is a reason on why SQFT is, again, going on this massive move, feel free to yell it on out to inform me and to be able to inform others. Guys, when you educate one person, you could be educating thousands of people. So again, that's how I always like to think. I always like to give you guys my thoughts and ideas. Even if I'm answering one specific person, I bet you someone else is going to want to know that answer as well. So SQFT right here and right now, how am I seeing this play? I'm seeing an 8.1 million in float stock, a stock that I do not see any credibility behind, a stock that has gone from $5, ripped and ran up to $20 earlier this morning. When I say earlier this morning, I'm referring to 4 in the morning. And then the stock came crashing all the way back on down. Then we went from $5 and spiked all the way back up to $20. This is very weird. Why are we seeing a stock guy go from $5 to $20, give back all of its gains back down to $5, and then go from $5 back up to $20, which essentially could give back all of its gains? So for me, I'm definitely leaning more towards the short side. I mean, I feel like we have to, don't we? Don't we have to lean towards the short side? Don't we have to bet against this company? If someone came up to me and said, Deck, I'm going to buy this stock, I'm going to say why. And you would say, well, because it's the number 2 top gainer. It's up 200%. SQFT, it's moving on up, and it's a very hot spiker. Okay, everything you said right there is absolutely zero credibility. Why are you going to buy it? Because it's up already too high and it's moving. Cool. Those aren't good reasons. I want to know if you are going to buy SQFT, you want to be able to have enough conviction. You want to have enough persuasiveness. You want to have enough, actual ideas and credibility behind it that gives you a reason to invest $5,000 into this trade, $6,000 into this trade, whatever it is. So for me, if I'm saying, hey, SQFT, I'm going to short this. And you say, well, why? Well, why did it spike in the first place? Well, there is no reason. What happened just 3 hours ago where the stock spiked on up? Well, it gave back all of its gains. Well, SQFT, why else do you like it? Because it is an active mover, so there is money to be made. So again, I just think there's better odds on the downside than the upside right here, especially after, again, the stock has already spiked on up to $20 twice, been rejected, and has a great chance to give a whole lot back. Now, if we want to think about this, where would be the best entry? The absolute best entry is up near that $20 mark, right? $20 top resistance gives it all back. $20 top resistance gives it all back. If, again, we were ready right at, again, 7:20 in the morning about 20 minutes ago as it spiked up towards $19, that would have been absolutely perfect. That would have been absolutely beautiful to get yourself involved in an entry. SQFT right here, stock starting to fade and fall. Deck, how low can this one go on down to? I'd probably connect some dots here. Try to figure out, hey, how low can it go on down to? I'd probably say right around 1350. 1350 seems like it's a good solid area. 1350 seems like, again, that could be an area where we do find some sort of dip buy and some sort of bounce. Let's just see, first things first, how much are SQFT shorts? If I wanted to get involved in SQFT, let's say I want to short 2,000 shares. Let's go to Inquire All. There are, again, let's see here, 2,000 shares available. Locate lowest. And how much is that going to cost me? That's going to cost me $60. So is $60 worth what I believe could make me thousands? The answer is yes. Now, again, unfortunately, SQFT is already starting to fade and fall. I'm not going to short it right now at $14 when I think it's only going to fall down to $13.50 before we get a little bit of a dip buy and bounce play. But absolutely, shares are not that expensive right now. Shares are not, again, anything that is absolutely crazy, absolutely out of this world. Notice the SQFT is dropping. SQFT is falling. Now, again, this reverses the question. The question is right now, well, Deck, we're coming down to $13.50. You're going to get ready for a dip buy. And for me, I'm going to say no. And you're going to say, well, Deck, how again are you going to tell us to go ahead and do a dip buy? And again, you're not going to do a dip buy. Well, the thing is, as I've already stated, I don't see any reason on why this play is even up in the first place. I'm just telling you, if there is going to be a dip buy, it's most likely going to be at around $13.50, how it's acting right now. All I'm doing is just connecting the uptrend. But again, I don't feel confident enough to go ahead and look for a dip buy. Now, is the dip buy working at the area we said it would? Yeah. Is the dip buy again following the uptrend right now? Yeah. Is the dip buy again holding on up? And do I want it to go all the way back up to $20? Yes, I do. I want it to go all the way up towards that area. But at the same time, this stock does not even have any credibility for if you're seeing a 175% gainer. Deck, why are we up 175%? I don't know. Even when we're at $13.50, we're going to be up 150%. Why are we up here? I don't know. Hey, Deck, would you buy it when the stock comes back down to $10? Well, we'd still be up about 80% on the day. Is there any reason on why we're up 80%? No, then I'm not buying. So again, from me, in my eyes, everything on SQFT is short and short only. That's all I'm doing. So short and short only over on SQFT. Now, we'll keep our eyes peeled over on this one to see what we can be doing next over on the stock. But we also do have SONN starting to move itself on up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, SONN, we have seen this type of press release over and over and over and over again. Now, what was the press release here, guys? Well, as you guys could see right here, this actually came out at around 6 a.m. this morning. So if you guys use the FoxRunner news scanner, FoxRunner is all updated, good to go. Again, last week they were doing some updates, so things were a little wonky, but everything is all good, set. You can see at 6 a.m. this morning, 6 a.m. and 20 seconds, SONN came on out with a 3-star press release. And again, it led to the stock spiking 290%. What was this that came on out on SONN this morning? It says that SONN announces an $888 million business combination to launch a hype cryptocurrency treasury reserve strategy. Traders, that's pretty crazy, right? Well, what are we seeing? It does seem like the number one keyword, and I talked about this last week, if we said, what is the trend of 2025? The trend so far of 2025 has been basically the smaller micro cap plays saying, hey, we are not going to focus actually on our business profits anymore. We're not going to focus on our conference calls or earnings reports or agreements or this. We're going to take all the funds we have and we're going to put them into a cryptocurrency. And again, if you like Solana, buy us. We're going to take all our funds and put them in Bitcoin. If you guys like Bitcoin, buy us. We're going to take all our funds and put them in XRP. If you like XRP, buy us. That's basically how it is. We have been seeing the MicroStrategy strategy, where again, MicroStrategy, we know Michael Saylor takes all of it or the majority of the profits of the company of MicroStrategy, ticker MSTR, and he puts it all into Bitcoin. Then again, when Bitcoin rises, MSTR rises. People don't even buy MicroStrategy MSTR because they're company. They buy it because it's another way to essentially invest in a Bitcoin, because we know MSTR is going to follow Bitcoin rather closely. Not perfectly, but rather closely. Then a lot of these smaller companies are doing things just like that, saying, hey, guys, forget about how crappy our company is. Instead, we're going to take our profits and we're going to put them into, again, cryptocurrency. So, hey, guys, I know we're a failing company, but we are going to be a different outlet for you to be able to invest into a cryptocurrency. So again, we're seeing like now we're taking $880 million to launch a hype cryptocurrency. Sometimes, guys, look at this. You know what's so stupid? You know what's so crazy? SONN, right? This company is a biotherapeutic company. Biotherapeutic, what does that mean? That means a lot of times they're trying to create a drug. They're trying to create some sort of new drug. We're trying to create, maybe the cure to Alzheimer's, the cure to cancer, the cure to all these, bad diseases. That's what their focus is. So they come on out here today and says, hey, we're going to take $800 million and put it into a hype cryptocurrency reserve. This has nothing to do with their business model at all. Like nothing. It has nothing to do with anything that they do. But when you're a biopharmaceutical company, guess what? Most of the time you end up losing a lot of money. So they're just, again, changing up the game here a little bit. They're just saying, hey, you know what? Let's try something new. Let's try to get investors. Let's try to get people to buy our stock. So that's what we have at this time, where we have SONN now going all the way from the price of $4 up to $30, and is now just moving sideways. So again, like unfortunately right here, SONN isn't really getting that craziness, is it? No. SONN is not really going wild right now. SONN, where could it get a little bit more wild? If we start breaking this downtrend. If we start breaking this downtrend over on SONN, we could start getting that momentum. We could start getting that next leg. We could start getting that hype. We could start seeing, again, the buying volume start moving on up. Now, we also do have, I would say, a little bit of a wedge pattern. Wouldn't you guys agree? Where we also do have a little bit of higher lows right now. So not only do we have lower lows, but we also do have higher lows at this time. And when we have these higher lows, that's where, again, this buying volume is going to take us. That's where, again, this hype and action and momentum is going to take us. That's where, again, traders are going to get excited. So again, SONN, let's see if we can squeeze on this play and get this next leg on up. Let's see if we can squeeze on this play and get this some big buying volume and kind of look for this possible next move here. Also, a little side note, for every single person that's watching right now over on YouTube, watching the Stock Twits TV show, smash that thumbs on up. It takes 2 seconds. Do it for Stock Twits. Hit that thumbs up right now. Or if you guys are watching over on Twitter, hit that like, repost this, subscribe, engage in it, leave a comment, get yourself pumped on up, drop a GIF. Oh, whew. Okay, I got to calm down a little bit. Guys, today we are again drinking Gatorade, baby. Getting the electrolytes in, getting ourselves excited, bright and early in the morning. 7:44, we got to stay ready. That is delicious. Growing up, I used to always put Gatorade in my Honey Nut Cheerios. A little bit of a Gatorade, a little bit of 2% milk, and a little bit of Honey Nut Cheerios. Always, again, get your day started. Now, SONN, this play, great squeeze, great move, great rip, potentially could be coming on up. SQFT, very hot mover, watching to see if this buying volume is going to get its next leg. Now, what other stock traders should we be focusing on here? We know, again, we have the number 1 top gainer on the day, SONN. We know we have the number 2 top gainer, SQFT. We also did just come out with a brand new press release right now, AIFF. Guys, AIFF just came out with a brand new press release. It just says, Firefly latest commercial agreement uses its FDA-cleared platform in groundbreaking precision in neuroscience research. Let's keep our eyes peeled on AIFF real quick to see if things might get a little bit hot over on this play. Also with AIFF, I just want to be ready in case I have to short this play. AIFF deck, where could you short this play? 4,000 shares. I just want to see how much this would be. 4,000 shares, locate lowest. Like if this thing ever starts spiking above like $5, let's say, this would cost me $3. This would cost me $3. Okay, I'm just going to take that fee, guys, right there. In case AIFF ever starts squeezing and spiking and like really big, it cost me $3 to get 4,000 shares at this time. Let's just see really quickly. How high can this one go up to? 450. 450 is an old spiking high area. That could be solid. But if it breaks that, we could go all the way up to $5, all the way up to $5.85. So again, we do have, again, AIFF with a little bit of hype, a little bit of momentum. I want to be ready for this just in case things start going crazy. I'm going to put in a couple, 1,000 share orders around that 440-ish mark. 440, maybe up towards, again, 480, maybe up towards 460, just in case we get a little crazy. Just in case we get a little crazy. AIFF, guys, a little bit of a press release, though. We always just want to stay ready and always stay alert on all news, on all plays. And again, we always get them right away, obviously, as you guys could see through Fox Runner. So we get these plays the moment they come on out. And the moment they come on out, we're all set, ready to rock and roll. Now, let's see if we do start spiking any higher. Guys, take a look. AIFF right now. All attention, all eyes over on this play. This is a stock, as you guys know, that I will look for a possible short on if it can get up towards around that $455 mark. Okay? 450, $5. Stock starts getting a little bit of hype. We definitely want to be able to make that we definitely want to be able to see that momentum and possibly look for that reversal back on down. All right. So again, taking a look over on this play, most resistance is near that $5 mark. It's not like AIFF is doing anything too crazy just yet. There's nothing that's like too crazy over on AIFF at this moment, but is it worth watching? Absolutely. I mean, this is what we always need to understand. We always just need to understand that there is going to be buying volume. The more people that discover a press release, the more hype it's going to get. The more people that discover a press release, the more action, the more activity, the more, again, buying volume that can move on in. Right now, I just have some entries where at, right around that 450 mark in case this stock does start getting any sort of squeeze. 450 all the way up to $5. See if this one gets a little bit of squeeze and gets a reversal back on down would be my goal. Now, obviously, you can be able to try to ride this play up towards around $455. For me, I like to see stocks get overextended. For me, I like to be able to see stocks kind of rip and run very high. And then again, I like to be able to bring them back on down. So that's always my game plan. My game plan is have the answer given to me. That's what I like. Basically, again, I use my news scanner, so I get the answer given to me. And then after the answer is given to me, that's when I go ahead and look to short it. Right now, AIFF's only up 20%, though. So I spent $3 on shorts that I might use. $3 I've used on shorts that I might use. Right now, though, AIFF already starting to turn and fade. Unfortunately, might not get in on that play, guys. Let's move on right now. We'll keep our eyes peeled on AIFF, but let's move on at this moment. Next, INKT. INKT, traders, is a play that every single person needs to be focusing on. INKT, for anyone who does not know, this was a play that went absolutely ballistic on Friday. Friday, INKT went from $7 and spiked all the way up to $75. Is that a pretty crazy spike? $7 all the way up towards $75, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the best spikes we have seen this year. This happened on Friday. Now, let's get a full breakdown right here and understand why this happened on Friday, why the stock started getting this momentum. So again, if you guys go over to the news alerts over here on Fox Runner, let's scroll on down. And what we actually have at this time is, let's go back over towards, here it is, INKT. $4 to $76 in one day. INKT is one of the largest breakouts of 2025. And I'm going to cancel my other orders real quick just to make sure that I do not get filled. Okay, awesome. So what we have right here is INKT is one of the largest breakouts of 2025. This happened over on Friday, guys. And as we can see, INKT went from $4 all the way up to $75. Insane. So what makes a great breakout? That's the biggest thing we got to ask ourselves. What makes a large breakout? What makes a stock go on a massive climb? What makes the stock go on the next leg on up? What makes the stock turn into a big time breakout? Well, what's the perfect recipe? Well, the recipe is must have great news. Why? News gives investors a reason to buy. It brings in the credibility. If you have a reason to be able to pull the trigger, a lot of investors will pull the trigger. When we have a reason and we say, hey, we have FDA approval. Hey, we have a partnership. Hey, we have this brand new whatever. It gives investors a reason to want to buy your stock. Number two, it must have volume and activity. Well, obviously, if you have a good enough reason, you're going to have volume and activity. And if you have volume and activity, you're going to get orders going through the stock. And if you have orders going through the stock, you're going to get movement. Why are people trading stocks? Because you want to make money. You do not make any money on dead plays. You only make money on very active stocks, very active movers. So we need something with a big press release, which will bring in a lot of hype and a lot of momentum. Well, what helps to be able to move a stock very quickly? Well, the answer is a lower float. When you have a low float, that's going to lead towards a big time breakout. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, the float are the shares available to the public. If you have a low supply of shares and a high amount of volume off good news, we have good news. You have a lot of people trying to fight over this very little supply. Well, guess what? The stock is going to increase in price dramatically. So again, if we take a look over on INKT right here, did we have amazing news? Yes, we did. We are seeing that they have complete remission of, again, their cell therapy in cancer. They're having remission. The cancer is going away. Okay, that's great news. So again, I want to buy INKT, but so does everyone else. Guys, on a normal day, look how much volume we have. On a normal day, 802 shares, 802,000 shares are usually traded. On Friday, 47 million shares were traded. We can see that right there. Average volume, 802,000. A volume on today, 47 million. Insane. And then on top of that, traders, it's only 1 million in float. So again, float, 1 million, very low. The rule of thumb is anything under 5 million is very low. Anything under 10 million is pretty low. Anything under 15 million is okay low, right? But it's like the lower to zero, the better. 5 million and lower is insane. 10 million is great. 15 million is solid. Anything above 20 million, it's not going to go on any kind of crazy straight up spike. Okay? So again, INKT, this is a play that I would definitely say keep your eyes peeled on today. I would definitely say keep your eyes, on this one. See if this one's going to get any sort of ripping and running. Guys, AIFF is actually back right here. AIFF just got a nice little squeeze all the way up to 430. Let's turn our attention back towards this play, huh? So everyone here, traders, we got AIFF trying to get a little bit of hype, trying to get a little bit of momentum. Deck, how high do you think this one can go? It doesn't seem like it's like squeezing super hard, does it? Not really. I mean, what I'm seeing right here is we have this old spiking high. This is me just, being straight up with you. Is I see this old spiking high where at? Right at that 450 mark, right? If, again, 450, that's going to be a great area where I do believe shorts could be able to be at. We also see, again, some lower shadow right here at 450. We have some upper shadows a little bit higher near around that $5 mark. But I would say if you, again, start loading up, trying to get involved in some shorts right around 450, I don't think that's a bad price in any sort of way. We got up to 445 so far as the high. I'm not involved on this play just yet, but I will, again, obviously show you guys if I do get involved. So right now at this moment here, team, we are again watching, we are waiting, we are focused. We do have AIFF watching to see if we can get filled our first little entry right around 450. And remember, all we're looking for on this play is saying why 450. Well, Deck, we're looking at past chart history pattern. Past chart history pattern shows us that 450 is a strong resistance line right here. We also could see, again, we have the main candle, 450. We do have some bouncing right around 450. I don't know the exact area that the top's going to be, but I think it's going to be between 450 and $5. That would be, again, my guess. That would be, again, my hypothesis. So again, right now I'm in on 1,000 shares, guys, on the short side. In on 1,000 shares on the short side. Let's see if this thing can keep on going a little bit more. I'm actually going to add, again, 1,000 shares. So I'm going to go 2,000 shares total. Cost basis, 451. So I'm going to let this rock a little bit. Now, Deck, what if it keeps on spiking? If it spikes up to like 480, 490, I'm going to add a little bit more. So I'm going to have some shares ready to go. But in case this stock turns and dumps, kind of like what it's doing right now, I just want to be all set, ready to rock and roll if I want to be able to make some money. So again, if this stock starts turning and dumping, let's say it goes back on down towards, $4 to $3.90 to be able to make that cash. I just want to be all set, ready to get out and make that cash. Right here, guys, we're up $700 almost. Let's see if we can reverse. Oh, we're almost getting that reversal, guys. We might get that nice reversal. Now, if you're saying, Deck, how do we know 450 is the top? It's not, again, a guarantee. It's more just an idea that that's where we've seen reversals in the past. And if we've seen reversals in the past, that could be a great area where it's going to happen in the present moment right now. So, guys, let's see if we get this nice turnaround. Also, some great things going for us. We have this nice upper shadow. Upper shadow indicating that we are near a top. That 415 mark keeps holding on up as a little bit of support. We got a crack underneath 415 right now. Guys, we're up $780, and I'm going to take my gains right here. AIFF, $705. Hey, I hope everyone took that short with me. I hope you guys just banked right there, just made $700 live in front of you, making this money. And again, it's only $7:55 in the morning. So traders, amazing job, amazing work. We, again, really pinpointed that one on out. All we did at this time was, number one, we saw that 450 was that strong resistance line. Number two, we saw the upper shadow form, giving us confidence that we are now around the top. And number three, again, looking for the stock to be able to reverse and fade back on down. As always, guys, I have no problem showing all my P&Ls as I do everything live in front of you. And you guys can see right here is my full entries. So AIFF, where did I get filled? 450, 452, 452, 452. I just got out at 414, 415, 416. That is where I got in and got out of my play, so you guys can clearly see it all. Now, with that being stated here, traders, I do think AIFF will continue to drop. Deck, where did we look at on this play? Remember, daily chart, all we did was look at old spiking highs to try to get an idea of what this play is going to be doing next. We do have an upper shadow. An upper shadow shows that the stock spike couldn't hold up its gains and then start getting weaker. And now, again, I do think we could easily fall back on down, probably near around the 390 mark. Well, Deck, do you want to jump back in on this? Again, I only like jumping in at highs. My strategy, what I like doing is I like jumping in near highs because that's where I have the best opportunity to profit. Excuse me, I need some Gatorade. So, traders, that's what I always like to do over on my trades. Claire, can you go get me some Claritin D? Allergies are acting on up. I'm allergic. Right now, Deck, we got AIFF with a little bit of spike back on up. Do we want to get back involved on this play? Well, again, if you just had a quick little entry right around 450, that's not bad. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't want to get too crazy. I don't want to get too ridiculous right now. But let's see what we can do. 450 still holding up a strong resistance, guys. So, Deck, what if we come up to 450 and we keep hitting it? Well, again, that's always a great short. What if we snap 450? If we snap 450, let's play that game. Let's play the game that we snap 450 and we start going on a crazy ride here. How high can we go up to? I would say, I mean, the best ride would be all the way up near around $6, $5.90. $5.90 would be right there, that old spiking high. $5.90 would be right there, that old spiking high. $5.90 would be right there, that old spiking high. Right now, I would say your main resistance lines are 450 and then probably 590. 450, 590, those would be the two areas that you guys want to be looking at. Trade goats, nice profit over there. Everyone makes some money on that trade. Again, traders, I am not a person, right? I'm not going to be a person that just tells you guys to buy something and then not show it. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. And I've said this before. It is one of, if not my biggest pet peeve, when people again say, "Oh, hey, I'm a great stock trader. Oh, hey, I make millions of dollars. Oh, hey, I do," and they don't ever trade. They don't ever do anything live. It's like, again, someone being like, "Hey, you know what? I'm a great quarterback. Okay, hey, here's a football. Can you throw me a spiral?" Nah, not going to. Every trade that I do, every alert that I do, everything that I have true confidence in, I'm going to pull the trigger live in front of you, trading my real money right here, right? Everything is real money right here in front of you. If a person is not trading in front of you, if a person is not doing it in real time, if a person is not, again, showing their P&L, 99% of the time, it's because they're full of baloney. That's why, guys. 99% of the time, they're not trading because it's not real. So, want to make sure that you guys are aware. And again, when I trade, I'm doing it live in front of you to actually show you how I'm able to make money here. Sure, I see everyone over on, again, Twitter or StockTwits or whatever. People make $20 billion a day, apparently. Hey, Deck, I turned a penny from, again, $20 billion. And it's like, awesome. Can you do anything live? Can I see a P&L? Nah. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. So right here, traders, we want to see AIFF. Nice dump, nice fade all the way on down. Also, if you guys are enjoying this show right now, smash that thumbs on up. Let's get the Fox Runner news scanner back on up right here, traders, because 8 a.m. press release is right around the corner. Guys, nice dump over on AIFF. Good job, guys, over on AIFF. Nice dump, nice turn. Here comes the 8 a.m. press release wave. 8 a.m. press release wave coming on up here. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. 8 a.m.'s right here. Let's get this news. Here comes some news, guys. BNRG, little bit of a climb right now. BNRG, little bit of a climb. See, we have agreement news. Oh, we have DDC launches collective accelerated growth and enhanced shareholder value. Trying to see what else we have here. I want to see if anything takes on off. ALBT. Oh, come on, Trade Ideas. Trade Ideas is kind of pissing me off a little bit because, again, the charts, like, they just keep freezing. So I have to kind of restart my Trade Ideas. And again, trying to restart my Trade Ideas at 8 in the morning, right when there's hot news, definitely is a little annoying. Guys, if you guys see anything at this time, taking, ripping, running, spiking, climbing, feel free to throw it on out. As always, we are a team here. We want to do everything together. And again, when I find a hot play, I want to alert you. When you find a hot play, feel free to alert it out there to the squad as well. All right. Putting everything on back. I don't think we have anything taking off just massive just yet here, though. Move that up. Move this up. Move this up. ALBT is the best one at this moment. ALBT, $3 up to $5, guys. ALBT, $3 up towards $5. Just got rejected. Let's see how much higher that play can go. Now, $5 is always going to be a strong resistance line. Little heads up for everyone. Guys, look at this play. Right now, ALBT is going crazy. ALBT is going crazy. I want to see if I can get some shorts. 3,000 shares, locate lowest, cancel. What do we have here? It's cost $7 for ALBT shorts. Deck, how high can ALBT go? I'm going to say again, up towards around $8. $8 over on ALBT. That's where I'd look for some shorts. Oh, I didn't get filled. Why did I not get filled? It got rejected here. Cancel. Can I get filled still? No, for some reason, it's saying again, I can't get ALBT shorts. ALBT, inquire all, 3,000 shares. No shares, 3,000 shares available. Cool. Locate lowest. Cancel. How much does that cost? $7.50. Give it to me. Pending, pending. I want to be able to get some shares to short on this play if I can. It's still, again, pending. Can I try something less? Because this stock right now is just going on a beast of a run, and I want to make sure I'm ready for it. No, I keep getting rejected. Unfortunately, guys, right now I'm not able to get shares to short over on ALBT. ALBT at this exact moment, I am not getting any shares available to short. Unfortunately, I cannot short that one. I would have loved to short that at $8. It just ran up to $7.96. So it actually just ran on up towards $7.96 over on ALBT. So I actually wouldn't have gotten filled. I would have gotten very close. But I mean, this thing definitely has potential, guys. This thing definitely has potential at this moment. ALBT, got to be ready, got to stay alert on this one. So ALBT. Let's see. Now, again, my broker usually is incredible with getting shorts right away. So, again, I'm going to keep on trying because there's still a lot of money to be made here. What does the note say? There's insignificant availability. So I'm just, hey, could anyone get ALBT shares to short? Anyone get any ALBT shares to short? If you guys did, that's the best one so far. I'm just going to keep trying here because, you know, if this stock still keeps on spiking, hey, you know what? There's potential. 3,000. Locate 5. ALBT. Let's go to locate. Cancel. It's like they're there. Okay. Pending. Oh, I got them. Guys, got 2,000 shares. It says located. See that? Accepted. Located. Okay, I'm now good. Now I'm ready to rock. All right, guys, I'm ready to rock to go ahead and short some shares here. Deck, let's get ready to work here. How high can this stock go on up to? It seems like we got up towards $8. We got up towards around $7.60. We've gotten up towards $7.30. I would, again, wait at least back up towards if we can get it like $7.50 plus. So if you can get a $7.50 area, that would be at least a good starting point. So again, $7.50 area could be a good little starting point right here if we can get a little rip and run. I don't think I want to do 1,000 shares at a time. Maybe, again, space this out a little bit better, right? Maybe, again, 250 shares at a time just because this thing is pretty active and pretty crazy. And if this thing does go nuts. So I'm going to do 250 shares, $7.50. 250 shares, $7.90. Just in case we rip all the way up towards like $8 plus. I just want to be careful. So guys, I am in on 250 shares right now at $7.50. Just a little heads on up. I got 250 shares filled at $7.50. Now, Deck, why only 250 shares? Just in case this reverses and dumps, I'm going to be able to make some money. So I'm just like basically just trying to start off with a little something. Now, if this stock squeezes and spikes all the way up towards like 850, 875, I can always add up higher. But I just want to get something right now, 250 shares, just in case the stock ever turns and dumps and turns into a massive red candle. So at least I have something right now that's kind of like running up the gains as this one turns and dumps. So again, like worst case scenario, this turns and fades and falls all the way down to $6, I still get paid profit. So it's basically like the worst case scenario is I win money. I just don't win as much money as I want to, right? So remember, I got 2,000 shares, cost me $7 to short. Right now, team, stock is, again, fading and falling. So it's fading and falling. There's not really much harm right now. Let's see. Let's just put an order at, the 650 mark, ready to get out in case, again, we need to. But I'm willing to hold on to this for a little bit. I'm willing to hold on to this play and see if it can crash back underneath $6. Deck, where would you like to get out? Sub $6 is where I think would be a great area to be able to get out of this play with, again, 250 shares. So sub $6, guys, we might get it here soon. Change the order up towards around 630. Now, again, I don't get out at 630, but again, I can just essentially like market order out when I have a low limit order. And if we can be able to, make, $400 on this day, let's just see, guys, 610, 609, 604. That's good enough for me right here. $6, $5.90. Okay, guys, take your gains. And guys, we just made $370. So now, guys, we are up 1,000. What are we up? We're at $1,075 on the day. So traders, we're up 2 plays now today. We are up again $1,075 total. AIFF, we were able to make $705, and again ALBT, we made $370. Look at the dumping play, traders. I need to tell you guys something right now, and again, I truly just want to wake you guys up in this manner. And I know it's hard to sink. I know it's hard to take in, and yes, I do think of the movie like The Matrix when I say this. In the movie The Matrix, what is the Matrix? The Matrix is these people are living in a fake world. And Morpheus knows that that is a fake world. How do I see that in the stock market? Well, I see that as everyone believes that you should always just buy stocks. Every time a stock goes up, it's going to go higher, buy it. Stock just goes on a 300% spike. Time for me to jump in at the very tippity top. Oh man, I can't believe I'm missing out on this play. Everyone's making money on ALBT. Let me buy it. No. If you truly want to make money in the small cap market, I'm talking $10 and less, you have to short these plays. You have to go against these plays. You have to be a person that says, hey, I am not going to follow what everyone else is doing and buy at the very tippity top. I am not going to get emotional where I see a stock spike 300% in the matter of 3 minutes and expect that it's going to go any higher. You cannot be a person that, again, gets FOMO and says, oh, everyone told me to buy ALBT, so I bought. All you're doing is giving your profits. You are, again, jumping in and you're paying someone else at the bottom, and now you're getting stuck at the top as, again, it comes crashing on down. Every single day, 9 out of 10 plays are going to spike up huge, turn around, and dump on down. 9 out of 10. Sure, every now and then we see a crazy one, such as INKT. Every now and then we see a crazy one, such as SONN, that maybe does hold up its gains a little bit better. But the majority of these plays, doesn't matter what the news is. All we need to do is find the news. Once we find the news, the stock spikes. Once we see the stock spike, we look for strong resistance. As we look for strong resistance, we come back on down. So what's the simple area, guys? How do we honestly do this? I'm going to give you the exact layout right now. Number one, I use Fox Runner every day. The best news scanner in the world. It literally just gives me every single morning all the hottest news. 8 o'clock, hot press releases come on out. What do I see? ALBT. ALBT, guys, starts going on this very nice spike, rip, and run. Beautiful. ALBT, here's the answer. Also, again, news alerts. ALBT, 8 a.m. spiker. Here's the answer. Awesome. So now I know ALBT is a hot stock. ALBT starts spiking, ripping, and running. I have clear confidence that this one is the stock that everyone's focused on. It has a massive green candle, massive rip, massive run. I usually look at past chart history pattern, or again, if I see a 200% spike, I usually know it's going to pull back here pretty soon. I look for shares to short on my Cobra platform, and then again, I make money as the stock fades and falls all the way back on down. I do this repeatedly, day after day after day after day, to try to make my money and make a living. That's all I do. Okay? So I want to make sure every single person understands that. I want to make sure every single person clearly recognizes that, so that you guys are all ready to rock here. Now, let's go ahead. I want to drop you guys some links right here so that you guys are all set. Make sure every single person, if you guys want to short these plays, and I know, again, some people right now are saying, Deck, I want to short, but again, my broker doesn't allow me. It's a very simple solution. What's the solution right here? Change your broker. That's it. Change your broker. Once you guys change your broker, you are all set, ready to go, right? Change your broker. So let me, again, get this all good. I just want to post that for you guys. That is, again, a broker link for Cobra, so that you guys have that. Go ahead and check that on out. You guys also could be able to get the new scanner over here. Free 30-day pass over on Fox Runner. Free 30-day pass over on Fox Runner for the news scanner so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll as well. So again, what does it come on down to? Number one, it's going to come on down to having the news so you know where to look. And number two, having a broker that's going to allow you to short. Once you have those, you're all set. Once you have those, again, you don't gotta be able to worry about it. All right. So ALBT, another good play right now here, traders. Another good stock, another good play. Currently sitting with a $1,000 gain on this day. Ladies and gentlemen, smash that thumbs up right now. If you guys are watching at this moment, smash that thumbs on up. I mean, already making this money, already making this cash here. And we are all set, ready to go. Deck, congratulations on Friday, closing the NASDAQ. Thank you so much. Traders, you know what's nuts? You know, like it was, and I get it. Hey, it's the internet. I get it, guys. But I was not here on Friday. On Friday, I was off. And the reason I was not here is I was invited to go on down to New York City, down to the NASDAQ, and to be able to be part of the closing bell. Be on again, you know, what was it? CNBC or Fox Business, CNN, all these different places, and be able to stand up there, you know, clap, be able to, again, do the closing bell, all that good stuff. And people are saying, oh, no, he's not there. He's not going to be able to do that. But again, guys, I don't know why I would lie about that, right? It's all right here. So if you guys have not checked this on out, I was, again, out there at the NASDAQ, standing up there with the closing bell. You know, absolute blast. It was such a good time. So grateful, so thankful to be able to be part of that, you know, that closing ceremony right there. It was so cool to kind of see, again, you know, the live show of the closing bell. You guys may have seen that before. Also, it was really neat. You know, I was on the big Jumbotron outside on Times Square. So over on Times Square, I was out on the big Jumbotron, you know, that was really neat to be able to see as well. So again, that was right in Times Square, all those other big billboards and everything. And I look up and there I am, just one handsome 6'2" tall man staring back at you. Oh. So man, what a day. What a day that was. What a day that was. Got me motivated. It really did. We were bringing in the Yield Max ETF. And it got me motivated on seeing what people have accomplished. If that's through business, if that's through trading, if that's through investing, just like, you know, what people have accomplished, what people have done. You know, I know it's very tough a lot of times to try to, you know, accomplish things that no one else in the world has ever done. But once someone accomplishes it, it shows it's possible. Like I'm walking down this hallway and I'm seeing, again, hundreds of IPOs of Fortune 500 companies and billions of dollars. And it's just people, again, smiling and laughing and popping champagne and, again, having confetti and whatever. It's like, why can't that be you? Like, why can't you be able to start a business that goes that far? Why can't you, again, invest and be able to make that much money? Why can't you, again, make a name for yourself? Right? That's what it comes on down to. Like, I wish everyone the absolute best. I want you guys to absolutely crush it. Right now, ALBT here, traders. So, guys, let's see. Ooh, DARE. DARE still, again, being a beast. What's going on with DARE? DARE, guys, coming up towards around $10. DARE, not a bad play at all. Take a look at that one. DARE right now. That stock. I got to play a little game of catch up right here over on DARE. And I know you guys have been focused on that one. I apologize. I was looking a little elsewhere right here. DARE, Deck, what's the news on this one? Came out with positive phase 3 results. Okay. I mean, guys, that's one of the best press releases you can have. All right, when you guys come out with positive phase 3 results, I mean, that is an absolutely awesome press release. But I'm going to be honest with you, I do get a little nervous nervous shorting like DARE. Now, again, why would you get nervous, Deck? Because when you short DARE, when you short a stock with positive phase 3 results, there's a chance that these can keep on going. There's a chance that these can keep on spiking. There is a chance that DARE can continue to rip and run, continue to get its next leg, continue to spike up even higher. DARE, guys, is a stock that could easily go on its next leg, easily can go on its next spike. DARE is a play that if this one breaks through $10, maybe it could turn into something big. Now, guys, why does this kind of tickle our fancy a little bit? Well, guys, is anyone thinking about INKT? INKT came out with, again, remission on its cancer, its drug results, and it went on a great rip and run all the way up to $70. DARE at this time, traders, what do we realize? Well, again, it has positive phase 3 results. Positive phase 3 results is almost as good as you guys can get. When you guys take a look at like the 3-star rankings right here, let me again make myself a little bit more tiny. What do you guys realize? Well, again, 3-star words are going to be phase 3, positive, top of the line, significant, demonstrates like these drug results. When you have positive phase 3 data, that's again a great 3-star press release, brings in a lot of hype, brings in a lot of momentum. And again, traders definitely get very excited when you're seeing, again, 3-star press releases like that. So again, DARE right here. Stock, again, got a great rip, got a great run. DARE at this time, again, trying to come on up towards around that $10 area. We're going to see how well that one can move on up. Let's see how much shorts are. Because, again, right now we're up $1,000, $1,075 on the day. We don't got to get too crazy. We don't got to get too wild. Again, here's my P&L. Just want to make sure you guys are always seeing that. I'm not jumping in or out of anything that, I don't need to jump in on. But let's just see how much our shares over on DARE if we want to short this as it comes back up to $10. DARE, let's see what we have here. DARE, deck, how many shares? Again, let's go with 3,000 shares. The stock's not moving super fast right now. It says already shortable. Cool. So again, DARE, already shortable. The play, we don't even need to, again, go ahead and locate shares. It's free. That is awesome. So want to make sure every single person is ready to rock and roll. Want to make sure every single person is set here. Let's see, DARE. Guys, what pattern are we starting to set ourselves up in right now? Starting to set ourselves on up in a little bit of a bull flag pattern. Bull flag pattern set up right now. DARE, we going to try to get that squeeze. Going to try to get that squeeze and try to get that next leg. right, testing, testing, testing. I believe I'm back. Are we all good, guys? Can everyone let me know? Are we all good at this moment? So I'm taking a look. I want to make sure we are all good. See if again we are here. All right. I think we're back. I think we're back at this time. Loud and clear. All right. We are back. Oh man, I don't know what the heck just happened right there. So we should be back. Let me just make sure we should be back and ready to go. All right, here. Here we go. 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 Now, I'm not sure what the heck just happened. I'm not sure what the heck just went on right there. I could have ended the show right there right at the same time. I mean, we're running hot. We're running hot. We're running wild right now. And I want to try to, again, keep making you guys some money, keep making you guys some cash. Okay. So, traders, let's again crush it here. Let's again get ready to rock and roll and let's keep making this money. So what we have at this time is we do have again bounce play, top resistance, and we are getting very tight at this moment in this wedge. You guys see this? We are getting very tight at this moment in this wedge, and we are again watching to see are we going to be able to squeeze tighter and tighter and tighter. So again, DARE, this play here, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. Is it going to start cracking? That's the big question. If DARE starts cracking, it's going to start getting ugly. This stock is shortable. I'm thinking about adding right here to see if this is going to be coming on up. And also, guys, let me ask here. I see someone cookies and coffee saying that the audio is terrible at this moment. Is it? I just want to hear from you guys. How's the audio sounding on your end? If not, then again, unfortunately, I probably will just end the show here, and then I'm going to jump back over on Tradecaster. Again, I don't know what happened over on StockTwits and such here today, and that's fine. Again, audio problems are going to happen here. But I do just want to be able to give the respect over to, again, our Tradecaster members here. So I am going to wrap up the show, I guess, right here. I'm going to wrap up the show right here, go live over on Tradecaster so that we're all set, ready to go. Just because I want to be respectful to everyone and make sure we're doing things right. So, guys, if you want to be able to jump in live with me, coming on up here, I am going live over Tradecaster, and we're going to keep this day on up here, right, and get things going. All right. So let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready to go. We do have DARE. I'm going to be going live over on Tradecaster at this moment. Guys, I apologize about the small little technical issues today over on the Stock Twitch show. We'll get those all ironed on out for next week. But regardless, I hope you guys crushed it today. I hope you guys made a lot of money. We are all set, ready to rock, and we're all set, ready to go. Guys, hey, thank you so much for everyone who has joined us. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I hope you guys are profiting and making a lot of gains. Guys, thank you so much. Stock Twitch, I love you. I'll see you later. Thank you so much, everyone.